Every morning before the world rushes in, before the phone, before the news, before the demands of the day settle on your shoulders, there is a window, a brief, extraordinary window. In these first moments after waking, your brain is still in theta, still in that deep, receptive state that neuroscientists have confirmed is the most direct access point to the subconscious mind. What you say in this window matters more than anything you say for the rest of the day. Not because of magic, because of biology. Because the subconscious, still open and unhardened by the day's analytical defenses, receives whatever enters it during this time with unusual depth and permanence. Most people waste this window. They reach immediately for their phone. They fill the open space with news, with social media, with other people's realities. They begin the day by downloading someone else's programs into the most receptive moment their subconscious will offer them until the following morning. But you are here, which means something in you already knows there is another way. Today I'm going to give you 3 phrases, not affirmations in the hollow, mechanical sense. 3 specific, carefully chosen sentences that speak directly to the subconscious in the language it understands most deeply. Say them every morning in the theta window before anything else, and watch what begins to change. Before I give you the 3 phrases, I need you to understand something about how the subconscious receives language. Because if you do not understand this, the phrases will be just words. And words alone do not reprogram the subconscious. They never have. The subconscious does not respond to information. It responds to resonance, to the quality of truth that a statement carries in the body when it is spoken, to the emotional frequency that accompanies the words. This is why 2 people can say the exact same affirmation and have completely different results. One person says the words while their body holds the vibration of genuine belief, even a fragile, tentative belief. A sense that this could be true, a willingness to inhabit the possibility. The other person says the same words while their body holds the vibration of doubt, of performing a ritual they do not genuinely believe in, hoping that repetition alone will somehow bypass the subconscious's extraordinary sensitivity to emotional truth. The subconscious cannot be fooled. It reads the body, not the words. So when I give you these 3 phrases, I am going to ask something of you, not perfect belief, not the performance of certainty you do not feel. Simply this, willingness. A genuine, honest willingness to inhabit the possibility that these things could be true for you. That willingness, that small opening toward possibility, is enough for the subconscious to begin its work. The first phrase, I am becoming. These 3 words contain something that most conventional affirmations miss entirely. They are not a declaration of what already is, which the subconscious may reject if it conflicts too sharply with the current reality. They are a declaration of direction, of movement, of becoming. I'm becoming someone who handles money with wisdom and ease. I am becoming someone who loves and is loved without conditions. I am becoming someone whose mind is clear, whose body is vital, whose life is an expression of what matters most to me. The subconscious does not need to believe the destination is already achieved. It needs to believe the movement is real. And movement, genuine, daily, committed movement in a direction, is something the subconscious can accept immediately, regardless of how far the destination seems. Because becoming is always true. In every moment, in every direction, you're becoming something. The question is whether you are choosing the direction consciously or allowing the old programs to choose it for you. When you say I'm becoming with genuine willingness in the theta window, With your body as open as it is in those first moments after sleep, you hand the direction to your subconscious. And the subconscious, receiving a clear instruction in its most receptive state, begins to organize your thoughts, your perceptions, and your instinctive choices around that direction. Not all at once, not dramatically. Like a river finding its course, quietly, persistently, inevitably. Let me tell you what I am becoming looks like in practice. You wake up. You have not yet reached for your phone. The room is still quiet. Your body is still soft from sleep. Your brain is still in theta, still between the worlds of sleep and full waking. In this space, before the day assembles itself around you, you bring to your awareness the direction you have chosen. You do not visualize a specific outcome. You do not construct a detailed image of the future. You simply inhabit the quality of the person you are becoming, the ease they carry, the way they move through difficulty without being consumed by it, the quality of presence they bring to the people they love, the relationship they have with their own worth, stable, quiet, unshaken by external circumstances. You do not need to believe this person is you yet. You simply need to be willing to move in their direction. And then you say, with whatever genuine feeling you can access in that moment, I am becoming. I am becoming. I am becoming. Let the words be simple. Let them be honest. Let them carry only what you actually feel, even if what you feel is only the faintest possibility. The subconscious is extraordinarily sensitive. It will work with a whisper if the whisper is genuine. It cannot work with a shout that is hollow. The second phrase. Everything I need is already within me. This phrase addresses one of the deepest and most damaging programs the subconscious carries, the program of lack, of incompleteness, of the persistent sense that what you have is not enough, that you are not enough, that the resources, the wisdom, the strength, the love required to live the life you genuinely want are somewhere outside of you, waiting to be found or earned or given by someone else. This program is extraordinarily common, and it is extraordinarily costly, because the subconscious organized around lack cannot create abundance. A mind that fundamentally believes it is missing something essential will spend its vast processing power looking for what is missing rather than using what is already present. The neuroscience is clear on this. The reticular activating system, the brain's filter, searches for evidence of whatever the subconscious believes to be true. A subconscious program with lack finds lack everywhere. Even in circumstances of genuine abundance, it finds the gap, the missing piece, the reason it is not yet enough. Everything I need is already within me is not a statement of complacency. It is not a claim that you have nothing left to learn or nowhere left to grow. It is a statement about the nature of genuine resources. That wisdom lives in the accumulated experience of everything you have already lived. That strength lives in the challenges you have already survived. That love lives in the capacity for genuine connection that every human being carries within them. That the subconscious intelligence available to you, vast, patient, extraordinarily capable, is already present, already working, already yours. When you say everything I need is already within me, genuinely, in the theta window, with your body as open as it is in those first moments of the day, you are giving the subconscious a specific instruction. Stop searching outside for what lives inside. Stop waiting for the external permission, the external validation, the external resource that the ego has convinced you is the missing piece. Begin using what is already here. And the subconscious, which has been organizing your perceptions around lack, begins to reorganize. Not immediately, not completely, but gradually the filter shifts. Experiences that previously registered as evidence of what you are missing begin to register as evidence of what you already have. The wisdom you dismissed as obvious begins to present itself as genuinely valuable. The strength you minimized as merely coping begins to reveal itself as genuine resilience. The love you have been giving freely, often to others before yourself, begins to find its way back toward you. This is not a metaphysical claim. It is a description of what happens when you change the subconscious's operating instructions. The same reality, filtered through a different program, produces a radically different experience. And a different experience produces different actions. And different actions produce different results. Everything begins with the program. And the program begins with what you say to yourself in the first moments of the day, the third phrase. And this one is the most important of the three. Today I choose. Today I choose. Not I will try. Not I hope. Not I want to. I choose. The subconscious responds to identity far more powerfully than it responds to intention. Intention lives in the conscious mind, in the part of you that makes resolutions and plans and aspirations that dissolve under the first pressure of an old pattern reasserting itself. Identity lives in the subconscious, in the deep automatic sense of who you are, which determines, without any conscious deliberation, which actions feel possible and which feel foreign. When you say today I choose, you are not making a plan, you are making a declaration of identity. You are telling your subconscious, I am someone who chooses, not someone who reacts, not someone who is carried by the current of old programs. Someone who, even in this ordinary morning, even in this imperfect life, even before anything external has changed, chooses the quality of their inner experience. Today I choose peace over reactivity. Today I choose trust over fear. Today I choose to act from who I am becoming rather than from who I have been. Today I choose to be present to this day, the specific, unrepeatable day, rather than lost in yesterday's regret or tomorrow's anxiety. The subconscious hears this not as a wish. It hears it as an instruction, and it begins to organize the day's experience around it. There is something profound that happens in the subconscious when choice is made consciously, consistently, and in the theta window of the morning. The neural pathways of reactivity, of the automatic, unexamined responses that the old programs have been running, begin to be competed against by new pathways. Pathways of conscious choice, of deliberate response, of the person you are choosing to be today. These new pathways do not erase the old ones immediately. The old programs have years, sometimes decades, of neural weight. They are deep and wide and fast. But every time you choose consciously, every time you say, today I choose, and then act from that choosing, you add another layer of neural strength to the new pathway. And gradually, over days and weeks of consistent morning practice, the choosing becomes less effortful, less like swimming against a current and more like the current itself changing direction. The day begins differently when it begins with choice rather than reaction. The challenges that arise carry a different quality, not easier necessarily, but met with a different quality of self. A self that remembers, somewhere beneath the noise of circumstances, that it is choosing, not being chosen for, not being acted upon, choosing, and that remembering, held in the subconscious by the morning's declaration, changes everything about how the day unfolds. Now let me show you exactly how to use these three phrases, because the how matters as much as the what. You wake up. Do not reach for your phone. Do not speak. Do not begin constructing the day in your mind. Simply notice that you are awake. Notice the quality of the room. Notice your breath, slow, deeper than during the day, still carrying something of the night's stillness. Take 3 slow, deliberate breaths. Let each exhale release the night. Let each inhale bring you more fully into the present. You are now in the theta window. Your subconscious is open as it will be today. Now bring your awareness to the first phrase, I am becoming. Say it 3 times, slowly, with genuine presence. Between each repetition, pause. Feel whatever you feel. If hope arises, good. If doubt arises, let it. Do not fight it. Simply say the phrase again, genuinely, and allow the subconscious to receive it. Then the second phrase, everything I need is already within me. 3 times, slowly, with genuine willingness to inhabit the possibility, even if the possibility feels fragile. Then the third phrase, today I choose. And here, be specific. Choose what you are choosing today. Peace, presence, trust, courage, kindness toward yourself. The specific quality that this specific day most needs from you. Say it 3 times. Mean it as fully as you can. And then, stay in the stillness for a moment longer. Let the phrases settle. Let the subconscious receive them without immediately covering them with the day's noise. Even 2 minutes of silence after the phrases doubles their impact. What happens when you do this every morning, not perfectly? Not with complete conviction every day, but consistently showing up every morning in the theta window with these 3 phrases and whatever genuine willingness you can access. In the first week, you will notice almost nothing. The phrases will feel slightly foreign. The old programs will reassert themselves quickly after the morning practice ends. This is normal. This is expected. The old neural pathways are deep and fast. They have a significant head start. In the second and third week, you may begin to notice something subtle. A moment in the middle of the day when the choosing feels slightly more accessible. A moment when the program of lack generates its familiar anxiety and something within you remembers, quietly, that everything you need is already within you, not dramatically, not with great fanfare. Simply a whisper of the morning's declaration, arising at exactly the moment it is needed. By the end of the first month, for most people who have been genuinely consistent, something has shifted. Not in the external circumstances necessarily, but in the quality of the inner experience. The reactivity is slightly less automatic. The sense of lack is slightly less constant. The direction of becoming is slightly more felt. The subconscious is updating, slowly as it always does, but genuinely, neurologically, permanently. There is one more element I want to add because it is the difference between these phrases working slowly and these phrases working profoundly. Emotion. As we have explored throughout this channel, the subconscious does not respond to words alone. It responds to the emotional frequency that accompanies the words, to the felt sense of truth in the body. So when you say these phrases in the morning, especially in the early days when the belief behind them may feel fragile, I want you to find something to feel first, before the phrases. A moment of genuine gratitude for something specific. The warmth of the bed, the person sleeping beside you. The fact that you woke up at all, which is not guaranteed for anyone. The sound of the morning. Something small and real and present. Let the gratitude arise genuinely in your body, in your chest, in your breath, in the slight softening of your expression. And from within that genuine feeling, begin the phrases. Because now they are not just words spoken into the void. They are words spoken from within an elevated emotional state. And the subconscious, which listens with the body more than the ears, receives them at a completely different depth. The combination of the theta window, when the subconscious is most receptive, and genuine elevated emotion, which is the carrier signal, through which the subconscious installs new programs, is the most powerful reprogramming condition available to you without any external equipment or technique. It is already yours, every morning, waiting in the space before the phone. History is full of people who changed the direction of their lives through the consistent, deliberate practice of speaking differently to themselves. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, began every morning with deliberate reflection on the quality of person he intended to be that day. Not recounting his achievements, not planning his victories, simply reminding his subconscious in the most receptive moments of the morning who he was choosing to be. His meditations, never intended for publication, written only for himself, are a record of that daily practice, of a powerful man refusing to let his old programs run unchallenged, of someone choosing every morning, with whatever genuine intention he could access. Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived the Nazi concentration camps, observed that even in the most extreme conditions of human suffering, the last human freedom could not be taken away. The freedom to choose one's response, to choose the quality of one's inner experience regardless of outer circumstances. He did not have a comfortable theta window. He did not have the luxury of a quiet morning, but he had the practice, the daily, deliberate choosing of who he would be in the face of what he could not control. Your circumstances are not Frankl's. Your morning is not Marcus Aurelius's battlefield. But the practice is the same. 3 phrases. Every morning, in the open space before the world rushes in, I am becoming. Everything I need is already within me. Today I choose. Let us come back to where we began. Every morning before the world rushes in, there is a window. A brief, extraordinary window in which your subconscious is more open than at any other moment of the day. What you bring to that window shapes everything that follows, not perfectly, not irrevocably, but significantly, consistently, cumulatively. The 3 phrases are simple, deceptively simple. I am becoming. Everything I need is already within me. Today I choose. They are not magic. They are not a shortcut. They are an invitation extended every morning to the deepest part of your mind, to organize the day around something truer than the old programs, to move in a direction you have chosen rather than a direction you have been carried in by default, to access something that the subconscious has been waiting patiently for you to ask for, your genuine direction, your genuine sufficiency, your genuine choice. Say them tomorrow morning, before the phone, before the day, in the stillness that belongs to you and your subconscious alone. Say them with whatever genuine feeling you can find. Say them imperfectly if that is all that is available, and then be quiet. And listen for what the subconscious has been waiting to tell you. It has been speaking all along. You are simply learning one morning at a time to hear it. Subscribe to Awake Mind. I will see you in the next one.